frustrating that you haven't felt 100% this
Yeah, but that's just how the NFL and football goes. I mean, everybody's dealing with injuries throughout the year, and you just keep working, keep grinding, take day by day. You just got to take that approach.
How do you go about playing up to a level when you're maybe not feeling 100%?
I mean, when you're out there on the field, you're 100%. You have to be 100%. You know, your mind's going 100 miles an hour, especially, you know, if you're not out there playing. Like at center, I still got to be going through all the mental reps. And you're getting out there, it's just like make sure your body's as physically ready to go as you can. And, you know, you kind of just feel good when you're out there playing. You know, you have to.
The fact that they didn't put you on IR would suggest that they thought this time frame was realistic. Was this kind of a goal of yours to get back for this week?
Yeah, you know, I'm just trying to get back to what I can.
I guess a better way to frame it, a more fair way for you is when this occurred, did you think it was going to be a long-term injury, or did you think it was something that was going to be a few weeks?
You know, we had the bye week there, so didn't know exactly when I was going to be back or, you know, if I'm able to be back for this game. I'm just trying to get better every day and every week. You know, it's just we knew we had the bye week, so didn't go on IR for that. That helps.
I'm listening to this again. You said you're not sure about Sunday yet.
No, just day by day.
Yeah.
Any perspective you gained from watching the last couple games?
I'm happy we were winning.
What do you make of the
Seems like there's a lot of negativity going around there, but it's pretty positive.
What about the job Brett did filling in for you? I know he's also filled in for Landon, obviously, just going back and forth. And how do you think he did?
He did a great job. You know, Brett's been in the league for 7-8 years now. You know, he stepped in, did a great job. Communication was good, and he knows exactly what we're doing.
What will be the determining factors come Sunday night, whether or not you play?
I'm not sure. Just making sure everything's feeling good and keep checking the boxes. It's kind of how things go.
How about the brace? Do you have to get used to that part of it to potentially play with brace?
Yeah, I mean, I wore them in college. Kind of wish I was done with them. It's not like they're the most comfortable, but it's just part of the process. So it's back.
So you would have to wear it if you did play?
Yeah.
We haven't spoken to you since the Vikings game. What was your recollection of what happened on that play?
I don't know. It was so long ago. I didn't even want to talk about the injury.
Okay, that's fair.
You mentioned,
It feels like forever ago. What you got?
mentioned the negativity. That is an important distinction. What is on the outside versus inside, right? So what have you been witnessing over the last week or so? In terms of what it's been like in the locker room.
In the locker room?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Team's just, it's business as normal. Just getting ready for the next week and trying to go 1-0 this week. I think guys are doing a really good job of staying together and, just being good teammates, being there for each other.
What kind of challenge do you have in this matchup?
It's a great team. Great team coming here and play, and they got a lot of good players, good coaches, so we're excited.
What about McNeil? What kind of challenges does he pose?
I think they got a really solid front. We're excited for it. I think both sides, their D-line and O-line, they're really good in the trenches, so we're very excited about this challenge coming up.
Do you get extra motivation or any sort when you have when a game like this where there's going to be a trench battle on both sides? Do you get up for that a little more than normal?
Every game's a trench battle.
Yeah. As we saw on Wednesday, 4 of the 5 of you guys are dealing with something. Is that the nature of this time of year at your position? Is this year more abnormal than other years?
It's just football. You never know. I mean, you can get injured doing something that's not in your control. It's kind of a lot of football stuff. It's just a lot of things happen that's out of your control, and it's just how injuries happen a lot of times.
These past 2 weeks is the first time you've got to see Willie Lampkin. What's your impressions of him?
He's a hard worker.
You mentioned some of those mental reps, trying to stay sharp. Was part of that trying to help with getting Brett up to speed as well? Or was that?
I feel like a lot of times during the season, me and him are like co-pilots. We just talk through the game plan together and see how we see things and how we want to make points or calls and just go through things together. So that's kind of like business as normal between me and him.
You were the co-pilot this last game.
Yeah, so I was
You're normally
there.
the pilot. You're
yeah.
the captain. And
Hey, both the pilots are doing work.
But it seems like a lot of
What is exciting you about Sunday night's matchup against another top NFC team?
It doesn't matter who we playing. Anytime we get to go out on the field, I'm excited for it, me personally. But this is, like you said, it's the top two NFC teams. Excellent competition. I feel like they play the same style of ball that we try to play, is being physical up front. And it's just another opportunity to play a game that we love. And why not would you be excited about that?
Our second week with Jalen in front of these guys, what's that like?
It's good. It's good. Like you said, it's going on the second week, so the reps are starting to reciprocate more and more, and then excited to see where he trends, and I'm sure he's going to trend upwards in this week, and just have that connection. The more and more that we play together, the more connection that we have. We already connected in the locker room, so the next thing is just doing it on the field.
Vic called Detroit's offensive line the best in the league. What are you seeing on tape?
Aside from us.
Aside from you guys.
Yo, okay. But they have a great group up front, well coached. Come on, Nolan, don't do that. Did you do an interview today? Oh, okay. But yeah, well coached up front. They play together, which I really love. That's exciting for me personally, because I feel like if people acclaim their offensive line as being the best, we want to play against the best, and we want to do our best against the best. And so, we have a great competition coming in. We have a great mindset going into the game. We have to, at first and foremost, this game is going to be physical. We already know that. We already got our suitcases packed for that. But at the end of the day, we just have to go out there and play with great technique, not let the game be bigger than what it is, and then, just go out there and ball.
What sort of challenges does their two-back system, you have David Montgomery and Jurgens, what does that present to you guys?
They're excellent backs. Me personally, I played Jameer in college too, so I know the type of player that we get with him. I'm excited. They call them, I guess, lightning and thunder. And so, when you have two guys like that and they acclaim like that, then you understand that it's going to be a challenge up front, and they're going to go with the run-first mentality. And, I'm sure with the head coach that they have, they want to establish the run early. They want to establish the run. They want to be physical up front. And that's on us as a line to make sure that we mitigate those problems and then let the pass take over and let the coverage take over. But we all have to do our jobs. It takes all 11. It takes us up front. Big man leads the way. So that's where we have to start.
Is there anything you learned playing Jameer Gibbs in college that you can somehow pull over now into your NFL career in this game?
It's kind of hard because I felt like, and me and B.Y. was talking about this earlier, that when he was at Georgia Tech and Bama, they wasn't really utilizing how they utilized him. And so I feel like now getting into, from what I see on film, he's a completely different player. He's evolved. He's gotten better. Obviously, as we can see, as being, the guy in Detroit. But I feel like he's getting better, and, I feel like since college I've gotten better. So, it's just next time that we see him, we have to make sure that we establish that again.
You mentioned the thunder and lightning aspect of those two guys. Do you have to be more cognizant of who's on the field because there's such different styles of that?
Yeah, I would say so. It's kind of hard to explain your question because you were always cognizant of who's on the field and who's in the backfield and stuff like that. But the style of play, the play calls are generally the same. It's not like it's a completely different playbook with each or every player, but it's just the way that they run, their style, and how they like to run. I mean, Jameer is fast, he's quick. He's quick and fast, and there's a difference between being quick and fast. And Montgomery, he's more of a grinder downhill, try to get a little extra yards. So the combination of that and the scheme and the play calling that they have, it fits well with what they're trying to do. So we just have to be aware of that.
From your perspective, what's it been like to watch Morrow this year, have the level of success that he's had?
Super proud of him. But we all been saying that. We all been knowing the type of player that he is, the type of guy that he is. It's just now being shown to you. And we always knew that he was a top-tier rusher. He's smart. He's intelligent. Not even just on the field, but off the field. But I'm just really glad that he's getting a little notoriety. He's getting his name out there, and he's making a name for himself because Mo's been doing this for too long, since he's been here, since I seen him. And now it's starting to come to light.
Knowing you have a physical team coming in, what's been the messaging from the coaches?
Being physical as well. Being physical. Never want to shy away from that. We never want to shy away from a physical team. We always want to meet, physicality with physicality. We fight fire with fire here. And that's just the challenge to us. It's exciting for us. It's exciting for me personally because I know that we get a good chance to go out there and, coming from a guy that was naturally a run stopper, I like, when we get a challenge in the run game. So we have to go out there and do our jobs. And I think that the guys that we have up front, that, we can do that.